Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 702.5 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it. Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
All right. You guys, we are in right now on hot7025fm.com. I am fine as Carrice, and man, listen, we got a Hotlyte in the building. We're going to talk about some dope stuff that's happening this weekend right here in Las Vegas. You know, this week has been crazy. We had EDC rollout, and then we got another big event that's coming this Saturday, and I really want to talk to y'all about it. We're going to go ahead and get right into it because we got the world famous Dada Mills in the building with us. How you feeling?
How you doing? What's going on? What's going on, good people?
I'm feeling pretty fantastic. You looking all fancy with your hat, the red bottom hat and everything.
You got a nice hat on too, two-tone. Actually, you got more colors than me. You tricolor.
I do what I can. You know what I'm saying? I do what I can.
Ponytails.
So listen, we only got a short amount of time, but you got some dope stuff that's coming up. So I want to talk about that. Like, I want to see, like, what is it that you do? What's your background? And then let's talk about this event too. So tell us, you from big ups to the Bronx? Is that right? Because every city,
home of hip hop.
Every city has like a saying, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what we haven't figured out what Vegas is. It might be like hella or something. Like, I don't know what ours is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big ups, right? What's the Bronx saying? Like, everybody says this one phrase.
Well, really, what you mostly hear people from the Bronx say is the BX. Like, we shout out BX all the time. You know what I'm saying? The Bronx is actually it's a borough, but part of New York. But the Bronx is we're the only borough in New York that you don't put a the in front of. You can't just say Bronx. Like, if somebody says, "Yo, I'm from Bronx," they're not from the Bronx.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
And they're the home of hip hop.
Home of hip hop, yes, for sure. You know, we had some pioneers, like even start with the turntables in the Bronx.
But see, actually, the way it started, like, people think that hip hop started when with Sedgwick and when Herc and Flash and those guys.
Well, it was UK, right? That's where originally.
Well, really, it comes from Well, yes and no. So the hip hop was always big on, like, dance hall culture, you know.
Yep.
And I'm Jamaican and Chinese myself, right? My brother was one of the pioneers of hip hop, but you won't never know his name. But he was one of the cats that used to steal the electricity and put it in the turntables so they could do those parties on the street. And that's where hip hop started. It started in block parties on the street in the Bronx. Then later they started, Kool Herc and those guys were throwing parties, and they were structuring it. They had actual event, venues, and then that's when hip hop really started to take off. But the guy who actually, one of my brother's best friends was Grand Wizard Theodore, and he invented the scratch and the needle drop, and he was somebody that I was raised up with. They know me as Lil Dwayne. So yeah.
All right, Lil Dwayne, Dada. So how we get Dada then?
Well, Dada, as I said, I'm Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? So in Jamaican, we have a term called Dun Dada.
Okay.
So it stands for, like, leader.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you over here leading the pack?
I've always been a leader.
That's, you know what? What's your sign?
I'm a Sag.
How did I know this?
What are you?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh, there you go.
I'm a November Sagittarius.
I'm November too.
See, that's why we're here.
November 26th.
I'm 25th.
Oh, look at you.
See, we are outside right now. This is what we're doing. Okay. See, this is why we're meant to be here, and that's what happens. Like, these November Sages, we just have, like, this leadership, quality inside of us. So how did you? So you being a leader, you transitioned into the music industry. How'd that even go?
Yeah, well, I started, I was a little entrepreneur and whatever, I worked a regular job when I was 11. I was supposed to be 12, I was a paper boy. And then I realized really quickly that I was on the wrong end of the spectrum. I needed to be more of an entrepreneur, so I started up a business when I was 12 years old. I had an employee at 12 years old, actually.
So what was the business?
Comic books and sports memorabilia.
Okay, I like that.
I was flipping them. I had to deal with the distributor, So what happened is I had the plug, but he was working at the flea market, but I didn't know he was the plug. He was just doing that for fun, but he was actually the distributor for a lot of stores. So he was giving it to me at the rate that they were buying it from. I was turning around spending 15 cents between getting a nice little cover and the actual comic. I was flipping it around and, selling them for $1 a piece.
Okay.
So I was making a good profit. My brother came along. He was like, "Yo, what you doing?" So I showed him what I was doing. He's like, "You making real money off of this?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You got an employee?" He's like, "Yeah." So I'm 12. My brother is 17 years older than me, so he's like 20, 29, right? So he was like, man, I introduced him to Pete. I introduced him to all these people. He went to the Fordham Road open up a shop, and then make millions of dollars. Ooh. So at 12 years old, I realized that I could, from point A to point Z, come up with, with a business and launch a business that could make millions of dollars. Right. And I learned that I was 12. And what I also learned when I was 12 is that for every good thing that you do, make sure that you break 2 things to protect it, because your own brother will come and take it from you and give you nothing. He didn't mean no harm, but that was just what it was.
Yeah, but you had the idea.
Yeah.
Your brother giving you some residuals or what?
He gave me nothing. That's the point that I'm making. So I realized, okay, you got to protect whatever it is that
brother,
you build.
We need that.
But I love him. He didn't mean nothing. He's 12 years old. He thinking I got lucky. Mm-hmm. I wasn't. It was just my start.
Right. It was just you being Sagittarius from the November time.
There you go. It gives us a certain amount of power. And I'm also a number 8. On numerology.
Okay.
You know your number?
Yes, I do.
What's yours?
8.
Oh, wow. So you're a master manifestor.
Listen, we got to talk more after this. Okay, because we got to get into some stuff.
Okay.
But definitely we are definitely connected energetically for sure.
Got you.
So you're in the music business.
Yes.
What does that look like?
What it looks like?
Yeah, what is that?
It's a loaded question. Oh, what do I do?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I just kind of came up with what it is that I did after a while. And I'm usually the person that has an answer for everything. But it took me a minute to figure this out. People ask me that. I do so many different things. But what I ultimately do is I make money helping people.
Okay.
Now, to get more specific, I solve problems. I have a company called the Glue Men. And we have a very unique niche. We basically we come up with corporate solutions using entertainment tools.
Okay.
So we believe that through entertainers, musicians, and musician influencers, you can pretty much launch anything or solve anything, fix any image, whatever it is. So that's what we do. So I'm connected to a lot of influencers. I'm connected to a lot of artists. And I have the relationship with them where I just don't know them. You know what I mean? It's not that we have a relationship built off of business. So, and that's what they know me for. So I do things with them, and anytime I bring a situation to them, they usually are pretty receptive, because I've also vetted out whatever it is, before I even brought it to them. You should know that.
Right.
Just being a Sag and an 8. So
and an entrepreneur at an early age and all those things.
I'm sure you were. Yeah.
Yes.
So now, what I do specifically in the music industry, also, I'm the former vice president of A&R for Epic Records.
Nice.
I had the first #1 record, and L.A. Reid had taken over, left Def Jam and took over there. He was there for a year. I had a record called Cashin' Out by an artist named Cash Out. I worked on everything at Epic at that time. We did the X Factor show. I was casting judge for X Factor. We did the Think Like a Man soundtrack, a bunch of other stuff. After that, I started managing, became a partner at a company called DOS Communications, started managing Fergie, Sean Paul, a Latin artist by the name of Prince Royce, a bunch of other people. And then I started the songwriter and a producer division of the company. We did All of Me for John Legend. We did all the Fifth Harmony early stuff. Signed writers like Taylor Parks, did Thank You Next for Ariana Grande, Seven Ring.
A lot of stuff.
A lot, yeah. So many. We did Macklemore, Can't Hold Us. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me this. So an artist that's like, let's say someone here in Vegas. What type of artist needs to contact you, and how can you be helpful to them? I
mean, I can be helpful to any artist because I've pretty much worked every aspect of the music industry, and I consult a lot of the leaders in the music industry today. So I'm very relevant. I'm working with them right now. I'm working with Cardi B. I'm working with so many different artists. But the I can help any artist. The only thing is, for me to help an artist, there has to be 2 things. I got to be passionate about it. That passion has to be there, and the artist has to be willing to put the work in, and have the right mindset, because you can have all the talent in the world, but if your mind ain't right, there's nothing I'm going to do. And I've known from history.
It's a waste both of our time.
Exactly. But now, if you have the right mindset, you might not even be the most talented person.
Right.
I'd rather you.
Right.
Because I know that you're going to do the things that it takes
to get to it.
Exactly. So what can I do to do everything from marketing, regular marketing, digital marketing, radio promotions, streaming, artist development, hit records, which is a big thing. We got hit records, and a lot of people ain't got hit records. And that's what a lot of people come to me for is hit records.
Right.
So what could from everything from point A to point Z, I can help an artist. So for me, my position on this particular panel that's going on is I'm the glue man. They call me the glue man. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times people in the music industry will say something to kind of go over the artist's head. I'll bring it back down and then, kind of like give them a real life example of how things work. Yeah.
Right. Okay, tell me this, because we only have a few more minutes. You have a dope event this weekend, and
yes.
We got to talk about it. Like, tell me what is it for? Who's going to be there? Mm-hmm. And what's the benefit of independent artists that are here attending and participating in this event?
Well, first of all, this event is not even mine. It's for Las Vegas. I didn't do this to make any money. I actually, what it was about for me was identifying the community and then uplifting the community. There are gaps in a lot of artists in Vegas' minds where it's like, well, this opportunity is not here for us. This is an opportunity. Or how we can't get on the radio. We can't get on the strip. And I'm like, yeah, all of these things are easily solvable. But it first comes with being able to get the financial institutions behind the artists. In order to do that, you got to get their names on record labels' radar. And these people the A&Rs and the people who bring in and make first contact with these artists, they need to know that there's a community here and they need to know who these people are. And they just don't know. Mm-hmm. And I know all of them for the most part. I know all the different companies, and when I say, hey, listen, do you know a hot artist in Vegas right now that you're looking at? And they're like, no, I don't know any artist in Vegas right now that I'm looking at. And that's a problem because Vegas is arguably number 3 or number 4 most populous city in this country. That's what people around the world understand. Mm-hmm. But there's no music industry infrastructure with all these other great things that are happening with, the gaming and sports and all that. The music is destined to follow, and it should have already been more developed. So rather than try to figure out why not, I'm trying to help develop it. So what we're doing is we're bringing in those people who I'm like, hey, do you know? Okay, well, now you know there is a community here. You need to come. Mm-hmm. They're like, for real, Dada? I'm like, yeah, for real. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I got Daryl Jones coming. He's the senior vice president of Atlantic Records. He is Cardi B's A&R. He's the executive producer of Cardi B. Also signed Lupe Fiasco, executive produced him. Gucci Mane, he's the A&R for Confessions for Usher. He's coming. I got Kate Wright, who's mainly the pop person and pop crossover. She does urban and she does pop over at Warner Chappell Music Publishing. So Warner Publishing is coming here, and she signs writers and producers. Asylum Records is coming here. Cody Patrick, who also is the digital marketing guru. Like when it comes to consumption and streaming, there is no one bigger in our business than Cody Patrick. He's coming. Mm-hmm. Sean Kingston is coming. And Sean obviously can give perspective as an artist and all. He's done a lot of great things, Platinum Plus award winning and all that stuff, over 1 billion views on Beautiful Girls and all that. Things, that he can talk about when it comes to being an artist, but also he's a hit maker. And he signed artists like Tory Lanez, and he was very instrumental in IAZ, and he did records like What You Say for Jason Derulo and records for Chris Brown, and so he's a big Fergie. So he's coming more from the hitmaker standpoint, talent scout standpoint, and being able to connect the dots. A lot of people don't know how tapped in and how much of a staple Sean Kingston's house is in LA in the music industry. It's one of the only places where you can go and you might see an artist like Maluma, an artist like Chris Brown, an artist like, the NBA Youngboy, and Justin Bieber all in the same place. It'll be at Sean's house.
So how does an artist that's here participate in this event?
They just got to register for the event.
Where do they go?
Go to eventbrite.com and do a search for the Decoders.
Okay. And we'll drop that link. We'll drop that link on YouTube and Facebook.
And you can also follow me, or you can follow the Decoders. You can do the Decoders Power Summit on Instagram. You can follow me, Dada Worldwide. Just DADA Worldwide on Instagram as well. And you just tap in and then you register, and it's sneaker money, So instead of buying a pair of Jordans this Saturday, come here and invest in your career and change your life. I guarantee you there's going to be some performances as well, a few little showcases, a Q&A part where you can talk to give questions and give feedback, to direct questions from the panelists. And then we're going to be giving just a straight one-on-one on basic things that you need to know. And it's not just for artists. It's artists, producers, songwriters, managers. If you have anybody who is responsible for artist career, they need to learn. You need the knowledge first, because implementing tactics without understanding where it is you're going and how you should be strategizing is just not the best way to go.
Where's this going to be held?
It's going to be at the Notoriety in downtown Las Vegas.
Okay.
So it's not at the casinos, we're doing it, a little bit more closer to where things normally happen, locally happen. This is about the locals. I'm doing this for the locals. It's great that some people are coming from out of town, but I'm doing it for the locals, and I'm doing it to uplift the existing community. So we're tapped in with quite a few, leaders in the community, and that's why we're tapping in with you.
Nice. Well, listen, I'm excited about it. I think that, we got some stars in the waiting room right now, so might want to tap in with them too. But I just think that you guys make sure you click the link. We're going to drop it on our Facebook and YouTube in the comment section. Go ahead and click that link. Go ahead and register, and then y'all show up, okay? And show out and tell these people, what's going on here in Vegas. Show them the talent that we have and all that good stuff. And thank you for, putting together an event like this for Vegas. And then too, ongoingly, you know what I mean? Like, keep that energy, keep that coming, so that we can have access to
we're gonna turn this into a weekend next year. Like, we're not going anywhere, but I talk so much junk to the executives in the music industry about this community here and some of the talent that I've seen. I really want Vegas to come out and show out, because I want them to understand and feel what I felt. It's all going to be concentrated in the one day for them, but I really feel like there's never been anything like this to happen here, and I just want Vegas to really show what Vegas is.
Gotcha. And then, so look at that camera right there. Tell the people, where can they go to register for this event? Also, where they can find you on social media, all that good stuff.
All right, you can find me at Dada Worldwide, DADA Worldwide. You can follow the DECODERS Power Summit. So it's just the DECODERS Power Summit on Instagram and all socials. Or you can go to Eventbrite to get your tickets. You would go to Eventbrite, search the DECODERS, and register. And you can also click the links in my bio or the DECODERS Power Summit bio as well.
That's what's up. Listen, Hotlyte, we got the world famous Dada Mills, and it's going down this weekend. Make sure you tap in. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right, y'all. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.